I remember when you were developing it, and then I recall you're talking about starting to write the book, and then the trainings began, and so now the book is here, the trainings are happening. Is there any way that you're noticing it evolving even further? Like, is your conception changing as the whole thing is developing?
Yeah, it is definitely changed, because I just to give you a nutshell answer, that when it started, it was about community classes. I never even realized the depth of personal practice. So it was like, yeah, I dance around my house, I considered it part of personal practice, but even the life that the book has taken on has been about how can we encourage people to cultivate a personal practice if they can never get to a group class. And then another facilitator and I were conversing a few months back, and she really made this connection. For me, dancing mindfulness is more a way of life. And I'm like, for me it is too. This idea of working with the elements in your life, the elements that we cover in the book, the elements of the practice, working with the attitudes of mindfulness in your life, and really acknowledging and honoring breaking out into spontaneous dance is always an option as a stress relieving device, as a way to connect with spirit, as just an organic part of life. And so that evolution has been really cool in terms of how we're seeing the larger practice. In terms of, I've heard some people refer to it as a movement. It's a great honor to hear people use those terms. In that regard, it's been really cool to see how this has taken off in Puerto Rico. And so I guess if I'm thinking long-term vision, having more of an international, and it's not to say, spreading dancing mindfulness around the world, but seeing what these individual cultures globally, how they're able to connect with it and really align it with what already works for them with dance. Because one thing I've said in the book is I don't tout this as anything radically original. I'm just highlighting what global cultures, I think, have known intuitively for a lot of years, and just making it more accessible to, I guess, the kind of people I've grown up with, the kind of people I interact with professionally who are so cut off from that. Like when we went to Puerto Rico, when I did the first facilitator training there, I was so overcome with emotion. It's the second day we were training, because the women moved so organically, so blissfully, and I said, they don't need me to teach them dancing mindfulness. They are dancing mindfulness. They embody so much of this. But to see our Irene, our leader in Puerto Rico, really take to this and spread it, and her facilitator trainings are growing leaps and bounds. So I'm really anxious as we go, not anxious, but excited as we go forward to see what will happen internationally.